Good morning, everyone. I am Shreyushi Nayak and welcome to Tuaman Engineering Limited. And today I'm going to talk about decision making skill. So, we all have been in a situation where we have to choose one thing over the other, and you are always left out for a choice. There becomes decision making difficult. So, in this video, I will tell you how to be more effective while taking a decision. So in the agenda, I have introduction. What are some of the factors to consider? Some of the traps while making a decision. How we can make an effective decision making, and how to make a better decision. Next is what exactly is this terminology called decision making? If I have to give you a dictionary definition of the word decision making, then here it is the process of examining your possibilities option, comparing them, and choosing a course of action. When you are doing any kind of work, or you have been left with different choices at a time, you need to choose one thing over the other according to that time of the day, or frame of mind, or what to say, according to what your managers probably expect. So hence decision making is the entire process of comparing all your different alternatives and coming to a solution on what you want to do. Now, some of the decisions in our life are very easy, like what to eat for a breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or what to wear for a college party or office meeting. But some of the difficulties that we have always come across, like which are difficult decisions, so like choosing our career or something like changing a job. So these are some of the decisions that are quite difficult. Next is factors to consider. Well, in every decision, you need to consider certain factors like what, where, who, when, why, and how. And in every situation, you need to categorize them in terms of who are the people, what they will do, when you have to take a decision, how you need to take a decision, where it is needed to be implemented, and why it is required. And these are also known as 5W1H. And when you analyze and answer all the question of for yourself, that is when a decision making process becomes simplified. So these are the factors that you need to consider. Next is some of the traps while making a decision. Well, in every uh, easy it's very easy to fall into a certain problem personal traps, like when you are making a decision. So first is trying too hard to play it safe. Well, in our day-to-day life, we don't like taking all risk, but in the same way, in our decision-making process, we try to play safe and try to avoid the uh, problems. So this will make lead to a personal trap. Like if I give you example, if you're planning to take a project, and with that project uh, you have to accept the accountability and responsibility, but you are thinking that you will avoid the responsibility and accountability, and you will just accept the project, then it's not going to happen. And as of you are avoiding those things, it will lead to a personal trap. So my suggestion is, do not avoid whatever is coming with your decision. You need to accept that all the things that are coming to you with your decision. So do not play safe. Next is letting fears and prejudice tilt your thinking. Well, again, in our day to day life, we are biased, judgmental towards one thing over the other, which can become a trap in our decision making. For example, we have always or already keep, made a judgment in our mind that we will not going to ask help or opinion from our subordinate. They can't give any help. We know each and everything. They doesn't know. much. So don't keep all these thoughts in your mind. Don't let your prejudice or judgmental or biasness tilt your thinking process. So avoid this type of nature. Next is getting lost in a smaller aspect which can create trouble. Like when you are trying to take a decision on a particular thing, you can get yourself so involved in small matters that at times can really shift your focus from your decision making into problem solving. So do not get diverted. Do whatever is right for you, stay focused, and don't get lost in small aspect. Next is craving for unanimous approval. So like no two people can be happy every time with your decision. So whatever you have made, it's difficult to keep everyone happy. So I would suggest, do not try to make everyone happy, or do not ever get an approval from everybody else. Well, that situation is very difficult to achieve. So do not ever please or try to make happy everyone, because you cannot make everyone happy with your decision every time. So avoid this type of cravings. Lastly, it's trying to make a decision which is outside of a realm of authority. Like you need to be focused on your context. Do not go out of your context, or do not think which is not relevant. So do not go out of your realm of authority where you cannot control your thought process or your decision making process. So decide under your realm of authority. So these are the some of the personal traps which anyone can easily fall. So while going for a decision making, always keep these things in your mind. Next is making of effective decision. Like there are certain factors which will influence your decision making process, and these factors are: number one is priority. Like whenever you are trying to decide on something, you need to prioritize whether it is on high, medium, or low for you, and you need to know this because it will help you to decide on that particular decision. Next is acceptability. It is very important that you need to accept the things that comes with your decision. You just cannot avoid, or you don't have any other choice over that. So as I said earlier, if with the project the responsibility and accountability is coming, accept both of them along with the decision. You cannot ignore them. If you're going for a decision, each and every decision brings something along with that, and you need to have the nature of acceptability. You just cannot ignore them or avoid them. Next is risk and resources. Like there are certain resources that you need to allocate in that particular decision that you are trying to make. Next are goals and values. Like there are certain goals and values. Whenever you are trying to take a particular decision, try to keep your goals in mind, and also try to think about your own values, your integrity. Is your decision in line with what you feel and what you have? Integrity and honesty. So always keep in mind your goals and values. Next is your demands. Like certain demands, some decision are being made according to the demand of that particular situation, or the particular environment. So demand also influences your decision making process. And lastly is the perception. Like when now your perception will be different from others perception, so it's very difficult, or rather it is very important to understand in terms of that particular decision, what are your perception, what are your thinking process, and what about that particular decision. So hence we need to understand, in order to make effective decision, we need to consider all these factors which will turn, or which will help us to make a good decision. So these are the some points which will influence effective decision making process. Next is how we can make a better decision. So well, we all want to get there's someday wherein we are able to say to ourselves that wow, now we are satisfied the kind of decision that we have made. So let's see what are they and how we can go for a better decision. Number one is increase your knowledge. Like it is very important to increase your knowledge whenever you are trying to decide on something. So it's good to have as much knowledge about that particular thing and everything related to that particular thing, to increase your knowledge. So whatever you get uh, to know, accept that, and it will help you to increase your knowledge. Next is use your intuition. So it is also very essential and important to understand what are your uh, that you need to understand your intuition. You need to understand what to and trust your inner voice. At times you need to listen to your inner voice rather than listening to the logical behind every decision. So listen to your heart rather than listening to your mind. So sometimes you need to listen to your intuition also. Next is weigh the pros and cons. So every alternatives or decision making or decision that you need to make, try to understand the advantages and disadvantages of all the alternatives that you are working on. Next is stick to your decision. So once you have decided on what you want to choose, whether you want to choose option A or option B or option C, you need to so you need to stick to your commitment to that decision. So do not change your way of thinking. Stick to your commitment. Do not get diverted or do not go back towards. Stick to whatever decision you have made. Next is make sure the timing is right. So everything has a particular time space and everything has related with that thing. So make sure that your decisions are very timely done so that later on you don't regret on your decision. So whatever you are uh, taking or you're deciding, take your time, research on that, do not rush and go for a better decision. So these are some of the points by which we can go for a better decision. Next is some of the common mistakes that can be made in terms of your decision making process. So be careful while making these mistakes and let's know what are they. So number one is not taking enough time. So it's very important to understand that whenever you need to make an important decision in your life, for example, decision related to a career or job, etc., it's important to it's not important not to jump into a situation head on. Take your time and decide on what you want to do actually and in relation to that particular thing. So do not rush, take your time. Next is lacking peace. So it's important to be peaceful and not lacking a peace. The best decisions are made when you are at peace with yourself and you are happy with yourself. So whenever making a particular decision, just be relaxed about it. Be in peace. Next is not considering priorities, like it's been as I've already said earlier about the knowing what are your high, low, and medium priority. You should have a clear picture of that, and while going for a decision, you need to consider each and every priority you have. Next is forgetting how to say no. Like most of the times, we are so inclined towards saying yes to our bosses, yes to our colleagues, or to our family members that we don't think or don't get time for ourselves. So you need to assertively say no whenever you can. Hence, that will help you to make a better decision. And lastly is procrastinating. It means to it can be also very important mistakes which you might make in terms of decision making process, and it means leaving it to some other time. So you might say to yourself that I'm going to take this decision tomorrow or day after tomorrow or a month or a year. Well, let's not procrastinate. Things which have to be done needs to be done and get over with. Do not stretch it. So the next is the 6 C's of decision making. So this is the most important part of our module, and let's see what are these. So number one is construct, meaning you get all the information on which you need to take a decision. So collect everything possible to you and everything you get. Next is compile, like compile all the data with regards to whatever decision you need to make. You get all the information and now you compile all the data in a logical sequence, which make it better for you to understand in your future days. Third one is collect. So you have to collect all relevant resources around that particular decision that you need to make. So whatever you are getting, collect all. Next is compare. Compare the different decision or compare the different alternatives which is presented in front of you and which will help you to take a proper decision. You need to also compare all the advantage and disadvantage of each and every alternatives you have. Next is consider, like you need to consider the appropriate alternative or choice that you need to make, and also consider taking the help and advice from your fellow members or your peer member. And lastly, you need to commit to that particular decision or choice that you have made. So do not go back on your words, or once you have decided on something, just go ahead with that without having any negative thoughts or regret in your mind. So these are the 6 C's of decision making process. Next is how we can make your decision making more simplified. So you might think that decision making is so complicated, but it's not that much complicated. It can be simplified by number one is relax. So while taking decision, it is important to relax yourself, be in the right frame of mind so that you are able to take the right decision. Anybody who is not relaxed at times, you may make blunders in taking the right decision. So just be relaxed. Next is think positive. So it's very important whenever you are taking any decision, try to visualize and think of it in a positive manner, and think of it that it will happen for a reason or happen for a based. So there is a saying that everything happens for a reason. So think that reason is very positive and it will have a positive effect or impact in your life in your future days. So think always positive. Next is identifying the problem. For that, it is important to analyze the problems and really spend a lot of time with that regards to that particular problem on which you have to take a decision. So identify the issue or the problem. What are your choices? So list down, or I would rather suggest write down all the choices that you have instead of keeping it in your mind. It is important to write it down. It will help you to take a few better decision in your future days. Next is consequences of your decision. So let's think in a longer term, or let's think for a longer perspective instead of short term view, and understand the consequences of your decision. What could be a result of what you have decided today, probably 2 years or 5 years from now. So always think of the consequences that may arise from your decision. Next is the make the decision. So uh, so just make the decision, just go ahead and make the decision. Think about the decision that you have made. Do not take much time, and that may cause you to lose too many time in thinking. Execute the plan of action and hence make the decision as soon as possible. So these are some of the points that can really simplify your decision making process, and there are other points too. Next is how to be more creative in planned decision making. So, well, in terms of creativity and decision making, they go both hand in hand. At times, we lose our creativity or innovation, and we literally are not able to think out of box with regards to decision making. So, it's important to be creative in our decision making, and let's see how we can do this. Number one is create a culture of creativity. So whenever you are working, try to get people to be having a culture where creativity is important. Try to let people come up with different opinions and ideas and be open to accept all that. So always try to have a culture of a creativity. Next is encourage brainstorming. So some of the best ideas come from people whom you least expect from. So try and get together and have a brainstorming session with your colleagues and team members, and it will really help you to understand and on or what is the best way to take a decision. So always go for a brainstorming. Next is suspend judgment. So we at a times becomes very judgmental about people, and that's not a good sign. So try to keep your own biasness aside. Try not to be judgmental and just follow the course of action. So avoid judgment in your thought process while you're going for a decision making. Next is provide physical support for creativity. So do provide a physical support, whoever is providing your creativity or creative ideas. Make him feel that you are listening to them, you are interested. Do not make them feel that they are sharing a foolish idea. So always be with them, give a physical support. And lastly is encourage anonymous input. So if you ever feel that you might get judgmental or you might have a bias towards somebody, try and get everybody to give you an anonymous input, meaning they can share their decision making or choices in a piece of paper without really writing out their names, and that will help you to know and you can get a anonymous input. Well, that brings us to this particular module will end in the decision making. And next, so just have a quick recap what we have learned till now. So we have learned introduction in decision making. What are the some factors that we need to consider? Some of the personal traps while going for a decision. Factors that influence with while making an effective decision. Now some of the steps how we can go for a better decision. Some of the common mistakes that everyone can easily do or easily can fall. Next is the most important part of our module, 6C, and how we can go for a decision making, or how we can make a decision making process more simplified. And lastly, how to be more creative in planned decision making. And next is the assessment. So I would request you to please do fill it up to know about your learning objective and your learning rate. So that's all for today. I hope it will be a great help to you. Thank you, everyone.